Starting your news tonight, in 2 days, nearly 90 tents in Portland's Bayside encampment will start being removed by the city. The city says the crowding of unhoused people is not safe for the people living there. This encampment popped up months after the city cleared another in Deering Oaks. According to the Maine Monitor, since March 1st, Portland police have answered at least 314 calls in the Bayside area. A quarter of those were well-being checks. Call data that the Monitor examined showed police responded to 17 drug overdose calls, 2 unattended deaths, and 1 stabbing. But in that encampment is a community of people who call that place home. And it's been a coordinated effort between nonprofits, organizations, and the city to keep people alive, and in doing so, finding humanity. News Center Maine's Jack Molmud has more.
The last few weeks, we've spent most of our time down at the Bayside encampments.
This scene is months in the making.
Stuff is, thrown. They lose it, stolen. But their level of stress is pretty high right now.
As more tents come in, the trash builds up. So does the frustration.
Because they seem to be like the forgotten population, or the population that people don't want to see.
And after weeks of debate, a decision by the city to remove the Bayside encampment and displace dozens of residents. Courtney Bass.
There's nowhere.
Says her and her team at Milestone do outreach for the many people that are looking for a solution from the city or the state.
We've got more people coming in from different cities. So what's going to happen is they're just going to move, like I said, from one place to another. And honestly, it's going to be Deering Oaks all over again, just in a different spot.
Formerly unhoused herself and now advocate, Shay Dufour says tension is building.
And they're visibly shaken by this.
Preparing for the big move, the city says this will take days to clean up.
And that's the biggest key. We want to make sure that when this does happen, that people are transitioning and moving safely.
And then just last week.
And there was a person in distress, feeling like there were snakes all over his body and just really in a panic.
This was a turning point as a man passerbys say was going through a mental health or drug-related crisis.
Pouring water over him to try to cool him down.
Courtney Bass then saw the police come.
He really calmed him from 60 to 0, held his hand, just let him know that he was okay.
She says the de-escalating of the situation was profound.
It was amazing. It was the most beautiful thing I had seen in quite some time.
Then taking to Facebook, a moment of reflection amid chaos and a lack of answers as to how to fix this growing problem. Does that moment still stick with you?
I think so.
Patrol officer Kyle McElwain says he was in the right place at the right time.
So I just kind of grabbed onto his hand, held his hand, kind of just human touch, let him know that I was there, that he was going to be okay.
Potentially saving this man's life. And to onlookers, humanity.
This is unfortunately, a very common scenario. I mean, there's people in very much the same crisis every day that we're going to. But I think it is helpful when you're trying to reach out to someone like that to put yourself in their reality, so that you can be a better help to them.
In Portland, Jack Molmud, News Center, Maine.
City shelters are already full, and while the city is trying to connect people living in the encampment with resources, what's available is already stretched thin. Help or no, tents and debris will be cleared out starting Tuesday. It's likely to take several days to clear everything out.